For Zach, how do you find the strength to love others who don't return the feeling? Also a good question. I would say evaluate. Well, first, there's a difference between loving someone and having love for someone. I had to learn that with actually a young lady I dated way back, like 10 years ago, actually, in 2014. A year after I'd moved, almost a year after I moved back out here in Pittsburgh. And I remember, we was dating and things were great. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love you, girl. I love you. And I guess that got on her nerve at some point, because pretty sure it got on her nerves. Either it got on her nerve or she was being nice and was trying to figure out how to let me down soft. And she was the one who taught me this. She's like, look, Dos, there's a difference between loving somebody and having love for somebody. And I know you say you love me. And I said I love you too, and that was my bad. But let me tell you, I just have love for you. And man, that was a hard one to learn. It was a hard one to learn because we're using the same words, right? Until we're not. And so you're like, I love you. Imagine if someone who just had love for you said that back to you. I love you. I have love for you. Shit gonna hit different. It's gonna hit you different. And so I would evaluate it from that standpoint. The people that you love, maybe you just have love for them now, and you should stop expecting love to be returned back from that. I'm learning a real crazy lesson right now about expectations, bro. Like, and how, not that you shouldn't expect things from folks, but like only expect things from folks where it's practical. Like, where both of y'all is on the same page and same footing. Because everybody gonna make missteps, but a lot of folks suck with communication right now. Like, a lot of folks suck with communication. A lot of us do not say what we mean, and therefore don't mean what we say. A lot of folks don't say anything at all when they should. And so we all have different things to work on communication-wise. But I would argue if you're expressing and showing love and it's showing care and it's obvious, not someone has to question it and question where your intentions are. No. And I know you. You're a pretty decisive person. And when you tell me you love me, bro, I know you love me and I love you back too, right? Now, if you giving that to someone and they not giving it back in their own way, they ain't got to give it like Das do. They don't have to give it like others that love you do. They can give it back to you in their own way. And you're not having to question, right? And what it just shows you is like, that the relationship done changed. That's really what it would have come down to. Now, you had said, how do you find the strength to love others who don't return the feeling? I would argue put that strength somewhere else. So you're not zapping yourself, right? Because that's what's happening is you've been doing a lot of heavy lifting and showing this love, and it's not being reciprocated back. And especially if they know that and they still take that love from you, then that's a toxic person. You need to leave them alone. Now, I'm saying this within a context of not knowing who this applies to. So keep that in mind as well, too. Because you may not want to cut them off in a way as if they're a stranger. But if y'all become estranged, you do have to give some space for your own health. And I'll leave it on that.